Should you create a short version of your long form videos in YouTube? Yes, you should. According to Google, from the source itself, it won't cannibalize your long form video when you actually put out your short form video because they work on two different systems. I was under the impression that it was under the same system, but for the most part, from the horse's mouth, they're on two separate systems. So when you publish on the long form, they push it out to a certain audience, but for the short form, they push out to a different audience. And what Gemini suggests is you want to have some kind of direct bridge from the short form to the long form. So there is a related video link within the short form when you do your shorts. So you want to definitely do that so that you can be able to get those short form audience over to your long form, and hopefully they will become subscribers to your long form, because we already know short form videos are really good for getting a lot of views, but they don't always do the best for getting subscribers. And if you're trying to monetize your channel, you want those watch hours, and you get the watch hours with the long form. It's so hard with the short form, but you can do it if you have the time and also to put the effort into it. But it's such a huge mountain to climb. So long form is what YouTube wants because they want people to stay on their platform. So right here, they're saying that, repurposing your strongest 30 to 60 seconds is a good way to be able to extract from the video. And I do that with Opus Clip or Opus Pro, whatever you want to call it. That's what I use to be able to repurpose a lot of my long form videos into short form videos. And sometimes depending on the actual, if I'm sharing like a screen or some kind of other video that was long form, I may manually go into like CapCut and then just bring it down to 9:16 to format to be able to put it for long form or short form. So just depend on the amount of content it is. I may reduce this, the length of it, or I may actually keep the original video and just kind of change it a little bit so that it doesn't look exactly like the long form. But yeah, if you're trying to just get more content out to a bigger audience, then as soon as you do the long form, go ahead and do the short form. So if you have that inside of your workflow, you already have your content. And also one thing it did suggest was, let me see right here. It was saying to stagger the publish times. So post a long form video first, then publish the short form 24 to 48 hours later. So the long form link is active and you give the main video its own initial algorithmic publish. So push, sorry. So this is coming straight from Gemini, which is Google, which is Alphabet, which is YouTube. This is the entire ecosystem. So if they're saying to do this, but by golly, do it, because they have their own data models, and this is coming from their data models. And also it said avoid lazy previews. So don't do that silly thing where you give them a little bit and like, oh, go to the long form video to see the rest. Nah, they don't want that. So if you're thinking about doing that kind of clickbaity kind of stuff or whatever, it's not going to help you out in the end anyway, because people are not going to subscribe. They're not going to come back. They'll be like, that's the guy that does that clickbait stuff. I don't like that guy. And also never post an unedited fragment. Do not just upload a random middle cut without context. So don't just cut somewhere and then just gonna put it up there and see what happens. No, so they're going to push yourself behind. So don't think you're going to get around Google and YouTube, because they've seen just about everything. And once someone figures something else out, they're going to cut it off. And if you have that stuff monetized, boom, gone. So if you have any questions about it, please put it in the comments. Let me know your experience. And if you are doing that now, that would be cool to know about, and for others on this channel to be able to figure out. But yeah, post long form, short form. Get the content out there, get your business going, let everybody know what you actually have to serve for them, products and services, and that way you're going to be able to grow not only your channel, but your revenue as well.